All right, so this workout, instead of using kettlebells, I'm gonna have to use dumbbells, but it's technically a kettlebell workout too. The first one that I'm gonna do is a slingshot, so all you have to do is just get in a good stance, feet shoulder width apart, have good balance, and then you're just swinging it around. Handing it off side to side, you can go about 10 each way. Go both ways, make sure you go both ways, don't just go one way. The only progressions and regressions really for this one is more or less weight. Okay, I'm letting you out, dog. All right, this one is called a kettlebell good morning. So basically, we're gonna put the weight right on the back of our neck right here, but don't put your neck forward after putting the weight on it. Keep that neck flat, feet about shoulder width apart again. Keep your legs about almost straight. You can have just the slightest bend in your knees. And then what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna keep our hips hinged and we're just gonna slowly bend down, straighten back out. Slowly bend down and straighten back out. Don't let that back arch too much. I don't want you leaning forward like this. I don't want you curving your back like this. Back straight, hinge at the hips, slowly bend down and back up. All right, this one here is a kettlebell deadlift. So just like the good mornings, you can have just a slight bend in your knees on this one. And then all we're gonna do, feet about shoulder width apart, all you're gonna do is just lift straight, back down. Lift, kind of lock those hips forward, kind of push them through, squeeze that glute when you get to the top. You lift, and then you can see that my butt is flexing, and I'm squeezing those glutes. Don't let that back bend over or arch too much. Nice flat back. Squeeze the booty. Next one is a different type of deadlift. It's a single leg deadlift. So basically the same thing, except now we're incorporating balance and core with this one. So all it's going to be is the weight's going to be in whatever hand you prefer. I'll go in the left hand for now. One leg's going to be straight. The other leg's going to go up. You're going to try and make a sort of T with your body. You're just going to bring that weight down. Down to the bottom, back up. Ooh, gotta work on balance here. Down to the bottom, back up. You should do it until you just feel a stretch in your hamstrings and the back of your leg. You don't have to touch the ground necessarily. For me, I start feeling it about right here. Everyone's gonna be different, so that's when I come back up. All right, what we got next is a kettlebell swing. So on this one, feet are gonna be about shoulder width apart again. And what's gonna happen is we're gonna bring the kettlebell all the way through. For me, again, it's a dumbbell. Bring it all the way through, and then you're just gonna swing it up to about right at face level, arms straight out. And you're gonna squeeze that glute and bring the hips forward. Squeeze glute, bring it right forward. I'll give you a side view here too. Down here, swing it up, down, swing it up. Don't be afraid to use your momentum with it too. And you can see I'm squeezing those glutes every time I get to the top. All right, so this one is the kettlebell swing. The same thing again, except this time we're gonna be changing hands. That's the only difference. So on this one, same exact situation. Swing through, change hands. Swing through, change hands. Show your side view quick. All right, next we got a kettlebell goblet squat. So you're gonna hold your kettlebell right underneath your chin. You're gonna get your back flat. We're gonna try and get to 90 degrees, feet about shoulder width apart on this squat here. You're gonna bring your hips back, your booty back, and you're gonna keep your back flat as you go down. So I'll just go straight on here. Try and get to about 90, and then I'll do a side view here. Try and get to about 90, back up. Ozzy, come here. All right, this one is gonna be the kettlebell regular row. So all it's gonna be is you're gonna have your feet about shoulder width apart as usual. You're gonna bend your knees just a little bit. You're gonna bend your body forward. Try and keep your back flat. Don't want your back curving like this. Back flat, bent forward. And all we're gonna do is we're just gonna bring that weight straight up. Bring that weight straight up. So your arm should be making about a 90-degree angle. All right, the next one is gonna be kettlebell high pulls. So what we're gonna do, it's kind of gonna be like the pull throughs, except now we're adding an extra we're implementing a little extra to it. So what the difference is you're starting down here, you're swinging it up, but then you're pulling the weight into yourself. Pulling your weight into yourself. So right here, I'll give you a side view and you'll see it a little better. So you're swinging it up and then you pull. Pull in. Pull in. Remember, still squeezing those glutes at the top, and it's all in one. Don't bend your knees too much like I was doing there. Here we got the kettlebell bob and weave. So it's kind of like the same hold as a goblet squat. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna do a side step and then squat and then meet back in the middle. So it's kind of like you're a boxer and you're kind of ducking below the ropes. I know you've all seen those things from the boxing movies. But what you're gonna do here is you're gonna go low, back up. Low, back up. Ooh. And remember, we're keeping a flat back throughout this. Low, back up. Low, back up. All right, next we got the kettlebell side lunge. All this one is, got a whole stance like the goblet squat. All you're gonna do, step to the side, lunge. Step to the side, lunge. Make sure we're keeping that flat back. Do your side view here so you can see my flat back. Step to the side, lunge, get low, back to the middle. No, come here. All right, next we got the kettlebell lunge with rotation. So what we're gonna do on this one is you're gonna step forward, you're gonna lunge, and then you're gonna twist. Squeeze that core, and then you're back. Step, lunge, and then twist over the leg that's forward. Next we got the kettlebell tall kneeling press. So all this one is right here is the kettlebell is gonna start right on your shoulder, stacked right on your shoulder, and then you're just gonna press it right above your head and twist your hand so that your palm is facing forward. So we got it started right here, palm is facing that direction, and then I push overhead and it's facing forward. I'll give you a side view. All right, what we want here, when you push it forward, I don't want you pushing it up in front of you. I want you pushing it up, and then it should be sort of just slightly behind your head when you push to the top. Right there. All right, this one is the kettlebell overhead press, so it's kind of just like the tall kneeling press. It's gonna be stacked on your shoulder to start, and you're just pushing it right above the head and back down. Right above the head and back down. I don't want you to arch your back too much on this one. A lot of people I'll see making mistakes, either going too far in front of them, or they'll go backwards and then they'll arch their back and start leaning back. I don't want you to do that. You're gonna mess up your whole spine. All I want is right above the head right there. Keep that back in a solid line. All right, this one right here is gonna be a kettlebell two-hand squat and press. So it's kind of a goblet squat with a little bit added onto it. Gonna have a feet about shoulder width apart. Hopefully you have more even ground than I have here in my backyard. And then you're gonna get into a squat, get to about 90, and then you're pressing it up at the end. Get into a squat, get to about 90, pressing it up at the end. Try to get it over your head, don't have it in front of your head. I'll show you on the side right here. Squat, press above the head. We're added onto our workouts here. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna start laying flat, weight will be on your chest, and then all you're gonna do is do a sit up and then push the weight over your head. So sit up, weight over the head, back down, back down. All right, this one will be the kettlebell renegade row. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna have two kettlebells. For me, I have two dumbbells here. And you're gonna be in a basic push-up stance. A regression for this one would be just going onto your knees instead of being up on your toes. You're gonna be in a stance, flat back, solid position. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna roll right up to here. Try not to twist when you roll it up. Keep that back flat, so we're only working the shoulder right here. This one here is a kettlebell farmer's carry, so you're probably gonna want a little heavier kettlebell for this one. All it's gonna be is basically what I'm doing right now. You're gonna have the kettlebell off to your side, and you're just walking with the kettlebell. Don't let it touch your legs. You're walking with it out. Right here, you're walking with the kettlebell out. I'll show you a side view. I don't want your shoulders slunched over like this while you're walking. Keep that shoulder back. Pinch your shoulder blades together on the back of your, in your back. And that's a good way to just remind yourself to keep your shoulders back. And then you're just walking with the bell on your side. Here we got the kettlebell straight arm sit. So what we're gonna do on this one is you're gonna be laying flat, and then your arm's gonna be just straight the whole time. And the kettlebell's gonna finish above your head as you do a sit up. So you can see, arm is straight, sit up, kettlebell above my head. Sit up, kettlebell above my head. Don't arch your back too much or curve your back here. Sit up, kettlebell up. All right, now we just got a little kettlebell workout, or a kettlebell shoulder workout here. You can do one kettlebell at a time, like one arm at a time, or you can do both. And all we're gonna do is have the shoulder blades pinched together in the back. All you're gonna do, lift them up straight in front of your face until you make about a 90 degree with your arm and your body. So I'll show you that here. Lift it up, straight above your face, 90 degrees right there, back down. Pinch those shoulder blades. Always remember to pinch them together, straight out in front of your face, back down, just like that.